Budda Baker's out for 2 or 3 weeks. Kliff Kingsbury doesn't want to let go of play calling. This Arizona Cardinal team is going on a downward spiral. What's going on, Arizona sports fan family? Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Definitely do me one huge favor, smack the like button and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. We're throwing out content daily on this channel, so if you're an Arizona Cardinal fan, definitely consider subscribing and smacking the like button on this video. Now, today, thank you so very much for everybody that was currently on the live stream earlier this morning. We had a lot of people in there. Definitely, thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart. I want to say this real quick. We were doing a Kliff Kingsbury watch party, whatever we were doing there, hoping that we were going to get some breaking news for the Arizona Cardinals. Frank Reich, the head coach for the Colts, ended up getting fired today, so it kind of made sense, right? And Arizona Cardinals should probably do the same, but no, they went ahead and stuck to their guns and did absolutely nothing. Now, obviously, that made a lot of Arizona Cardinal fans absolutely pissed off, so frustrating, at least here on my end, and of course, now I believe this was released probably about 40 to 50 minutes ago, but this new report came out from Ian Rappaport. It says this: hashtag Arizona Cardinals all-pro safety. Budda Baker suffered a high ankle sprain. Sources say a tough blow to their defense. The hope is Budda Baker returns in 2 or 3 weeks based on the severity. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, at this very moment, Budda Baker is probably one of the leaders in that defense, right? The heart and soul of the defense. And if he's not out there, who are we going to be looking at? Who are we going to be looking towards, right? For that leadership that he brings to the table. Obviously, yeah, we can be looking at J.J. Watt, but man, what a huge blow for the secondary for the Arizona Cardinals. Just when we didn't get enough bad news, right? We got to go ahead and, take Budda Baker out for about 2 or 3 weeks. Definitely very unfortunate. I'm not happy with the direction of what this Arizona Cardinal team is doing. Now, let's shift this conversation over to Kliff Kingsbury's press conference today. I'm very surprised that he even talked today because, honestly, it was the same stuff over and over again. So if you caught it, you probably heard the same things over and over again, right? Give credit to the other team. They played hard. We got to do better. We got to look ourselves in the mirror, blah, 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 blah. It's pretty much what we heard. Now, another player that was, obviously concerning, Rodney Hudson, the guy that we ended up, leaning very heavily going into the season being our center. At this very moment, he doesn't expect Rodney Hudson to play in the Rams game, or at least it's very unlikely at this very moment. And also, Will Hernandez looks to be also very unlikely as well. I think they're evaluating a pec issue for him. So overall, the Arizona Cardinals aren't getting any good news at all. And this has kind of been just the trend for the Arizona Cardinals kind of, this whole season. Now, one thing I definitely want to go ahead and mention here, obviously this is probably the big reason why everybody kind of wants to click on this video, is the fact that Kliff Kingsbury said today when the media asked him, hey, we talked about this before, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, about, hey, can you think you're going to be letting go of the play calling? And at that very moment, Kliff Kingsbury said, anything we can do to win, right? You guys remember that, right? Anything we can do to get a win is what Kliff Kingsbury said. And now, when they re-asked him today after a 2-game losing streak, Kliff Kingsbury says no. They have not talked about it at this very moment. It's going to stay as it is. Kliff Kingsbury is going to be the one calling the plays. Now, I know that everybody's hoping and praying for an offensive coordinator for Kliff Kingsbury. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, it's not going to happen, right? It isn't going to happen. We were only hoping and praying that maybe Spencer Whipple was going to be able to kind of take that off of Kliff Kingsbury. And I see what a lot of people are saying, right? A lot of people are frustrated. People are mad at Kyler. They're mad at Kliff. They're mad at Keim. They're mad at everybody in this organization and what they've brought to the table in the 2022 season. It's disgusting. It honestly is. We shouldn't be a team that's underachieving as bad as we are, but we are, right? We knew this coming into the season. When that Steve Keim didn't do anything coming, into the free agency, the moment that we didn't do anything in the trade deadline, it almost kind of seems like we were sitting ducks. We knew what the destiny was happening for the Arizona Cardinals. We regressed. We didn't get better. We lost players, right? Now, yes, Chandler Jones isn't having his best game over there with the Raiders, but the Raiders are a dumpster fire, as the Arizona Cardinals are as well. We are no better at all. Now, the good thing, I guess the light at the end of the tunnel here for the Arizona Cardinal fans is that we do have Hard Knocks coming in about a couple days. So we will be able to see what this locker room is going to be look like, from the inside, because one thing that I've always said before is that they always show us the good things, right? When we win, here's a victory speech, you get a game ball, you get a game ball, everybody gets a game ball, right? They always say stuff like that, but they never show us what it looks like when we lose, right? I want to see what the locker room looks like when we lose. Who's the leader that's kind of coming up there, right? Who's the leader that's over people's shoulders saying, hey, it's okay, this is going to get better, we're going to fix it, we're going to get this right. Who is it? Because as of right now, this team, this organization looks like a leaderless organization, and nothing has been fixed. We've heard the same things over and over again. We know what's going on, self-inflicted wounds, and it happens day in, day out. Even Kyler Murray himself said that the team knows what's out in front of them, and that, they're going to be prepared coming around, but we're still seeing the same things over and over again. So, what do we really believe as fans, right? In one ear and out the other, because truth be told, they're just telling us what we want to hear. And truthfully, if they're not putting it out on the table, not putting it on the film, not putting it out on these game days to get a win, then what's the point of them even talking at this very moment, right? So, honestly, I'm pretty kind of upset with the whole Kliff Kingsbury situation, with him saying, oh no, we haven't talked about that. At this very moment, it seems like he's going to be the one doing the play calling for the most part. Another thing that he ended up saying, that he has some optimism going into this game or the rest of the season. Have some optimism to see if he can make a little bit of a playoff run. That's what and it's so dumb, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I'm not really good at recapping on what's going on. If you want to take a time to take a look at his video in his press conference, I almost promise you're not missing anything. But if you want to go ahead and get the context of how he said it and everything like that, definitely go ahead and watch it. I know I'm not quoting him very correctly, but at this very moment, it's like, what's the point, right? Because nothing happens. Nothing he says actually follows through on Sundays, Thursdays, and Mondays at all. So let me know what you guys are thinking, ladies and gentlemen, about this Arizona Cardinal organization. Do you think we can make a playoff push? Okay, obviously we're not going to be able to. I couldn't even stop myself from smiling after I asked that. But what do you think this Arizona Cardinal team is going to do? How do you think we're going to end off this season? Let me know your season predictions in the comments below, ladies and gentlemen. As always, have a great rest of your day and go Cards.